This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Off the toss, Cohen. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. Getting it to their playmaker, Cordero Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Now it's Trubisky. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Cordero Patterson. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Bears have taken the lead. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. On third down, here's McCoy. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Flushed out right. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
I like
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
when I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Check! 180! Check 53, Mike! Check Mike, check Mike!
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
53 to Mike, 53, check it out!
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Check back, check back.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Mike, 53, 53, Mike.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right?
He's got a man complete. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 44 yards. Now Trubisky on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Chris Jones on the stop. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Now this time he'll look to throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play. Back to throw. Patterson gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Steps away to his left. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A gutsy call there. Yea's at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw, rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, CD, we are a quarter way through the season already. I'm curious, if you look at each conference, which division race is most intriguing to you right now?
But can we start in the NFC?
You do whatever you want.
Because if so, let's go to the North. Because we thought it would be a tough division coming into the season because I felt like you could make a case for everyone but Detroit when the season began. Now we're looking at Minnesota. They seem a little uncertain at 2-2. Chicago just lost their quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, for an indefinite amount of time, but that defense is playing awfully well. And Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers. So I think that division now is brutal. And then you've got to throw in Detroit. It's not the same old Lions. Matthew Stafford, he plays with heart, played hurt. And I think that
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he completes it to Cohen.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it, Montgomery. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's McCoy. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he slides to avoid the hit. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. On 1st down, it's McCoy. McCoy's got the 1st down and more. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, It almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And now they'll try the end around.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple, Trubisky. And this is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Nifty move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 10th carry now for McCoy. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now a draw play. This is McCoy.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes forced out to his left. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be taken down here with a the penalty flag on the field. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bears will get the football back. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And some room to roam now. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. 58 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
They're going to try and run the option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He finds McCoy. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes being chased out left. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 69 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, 32 yards. As the Bears push further out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Well, they went with the ultimate element of surprise there, trying the onside kick to start OT, and it backfires.
Not just element of surprise. How about element of hubris? I mean, that is unbelievable because the odds of getting an onside kick are small to begin with, and to give up your opportunity to ever possess the football that way, if you don't get it, that is absolutely huge. Didn't work, but boy, what a gamble.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is McCoy. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead. The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Oh, design run for their wideout. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Lock in. Hey, Haywood.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Javon Wims, 53 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for two, and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for two, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. On third down, Rivers steps away to his left.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Block the team.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Rivers buying time to his left. Gets it to Gordon. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's... going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 22 yards as the Bears push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now it's Trubisky, and the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Rivers, this is Gordon on the dump off. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Rivers to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup. 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. On 1st down, Cohen. Oh, nice move. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky, he's going to float this one deep right. Touchdown, Chicago! Cordero Patterson, 47 yards as the Bears push further out in front. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. that big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
From the 41, Rivers. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Mike 58, right there. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bears will get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, Zoo.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Now it's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Trubisky to throw. He finds Robinson, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Black 11.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, this is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. And analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To throw, Rivers. Flush to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bears will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Again, it's Cohen.
I got you, boy.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing Rivers. And that is going to be incomplete. Partner, earlier we were talking about the undefeated teams in the league. Let's switch that and look at the teams at the bottom, like Miami, Washington, Denver, etc. Who is their hope for that is off to a really rough start?
And if we're talking about hope, are we talking about this season, or are we talking about...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Trubisky. Joey Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's King. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 74 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Rivers now. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete. Now the ball comes loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 51 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfect.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rivers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
This is Cohen. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Play action. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Joey Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This is Gordon as they go to him again. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 4th down, Rivers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5, and he's into the clear. He's at the